For more on Bill Clinton and Barack Obama, a man who knows both men, who's worked for both men, the current mayor of Chicago, Rahm Emanuel. Thanks for coming in this morning.
Thank you, George.
So let's start out, though, with Michelle Obama. Clearly electrified the crowd here in the room last night. But coming in, the president was facing some poll numbers, some tough poll numbers, ABC News, Washington Post. The first incumbent president in modern times to come in underwater, more unfavorable than favorable, according to the voters. How big a worry is that, and how do you turn it around? Do you need to lay out more of a specific plan?
Well, there's no doubt that the president needs to talk about his vision for a second term and what it will mean for America. There's just that's a requirement. I wouldn't call it a State of the Union, but I would call it about the clear choice and the direction he wants to take the country. And he owes the country, because if he gets elected, that type of clarity. It's not a State of the Union. You talk about this, you talk about that as a sense of policy.
Why is it taking so long to get that?
I think this is the appropriate time to do that. I think, and I think it's continuing throughout the campaign right now, right through the debates, all the way to election day. This is a choice. And I try to say this in so many words, which is, you had one individual who literally said, like Detroit, go bankrupt. Another president who said, no, I got your back. That's a clear choice. Another, I didn't even mention this, Mitt Romney in Vegas once said, when it came to housing, let it hit rock bottom. The president said, well, to stay in your house, let's figure out if you can refinance to hold on to it. Clear policy choices, clear implications to the American people, different directions, and this is a choice. And I think that's what it's going to take. And then to finish that conversation, the president will lay out his vision, not just for the next 4 years, but their consequence for America going forward into the future.
President facing some criticism this morning from Mitt Romney. It's over the Democratic platform. This issue, the Democrats took out words in the Democratic platform that said Jerusalem is and shall remain the capital of Israel. Mitt Romney called it shameful. Why was that taken out?
This is a red herring if I've ever seen one. The fact is, Jerusalem has always been bipartisan, clearly by all presidents, that it's going to be part of the discussions between the Israelis and Palestinians. And regardless of what, even look at George Bush's platform. I don't know, look, George, I'm a mayor of the city of Chicago. I don't write the platform. But I know what the president's policy has been for 4 years, and I know a red herring when I see one.
Let's talk about Bill Clinton. Newt Gingrich, a former nemesis of President Clinton, but then a partner, a negotiating partner of him as well, said that it's enormous risk for President Obama to have Bill Clinton speak tonight.
That is ridiculous. Former president who's very popular, who will talk and explain about the policies and the parallel tracks that the two presidents have had in the sense of investing in education, investing in research and development, energy, alternative energy and green energy, and a responsible way of balancing the budget. I think he can do nothing but help. And the notion that Newt's going to give our party strategic advice, no thank you.
So when Republicans say, be careful what you wish for, it sounds like that's your message to them.
No, I just, let me say this. My only advice to them, not that they would take it, is I would not have Paul Ryan's fact checker looking over Mitt Romney's tax returns.
Your line of the morning. You're going to be leaving this convention right after President Clinton's speech tonight, facing real problems in Chicago, potential the first teacher strike in 25 years. You going to be able to prevent it?
Well, I think that I opened up before I came here the school day. Went to 3 different schools. Number 1, number 2, we've added, for the first time in a decade, an hour and 15 minutes every day to kids' class time, 2 weeks to the school year. We've also had 5 new science technology schools, 6,000 more kids in magnet schools. The kids belong in that classroom. The negotiators belong at the table.
Mayor Emanuel, thanks for your time this morning. Thanks.